Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Farid Ananta with the student number of 122-111-223-020. And today I'll be showcasing Excels. In particular, I'm going to talk about the if command or the if formula. So basically, if is like a formula or like a command that will apply the, well, certain conditions basically. Well, to give you an example here, I've got this random code right here. In this section right here, in this input section here, if you type in siblings in this section, it will print out these text right here. And if you use the multiple if in the section, then there's going to be this alif right here. If you type in forest, in that section, it's going to be printing out this text right here. And if you don't type in any of those, there's going to be else right here, which prints out this one right here. Okay, so in Excel, it's sort of same, but not really. It has something to do with the values and also what happens if a certain value doesn't meet the condition or meet the condition, something like that. Now we're going to enable this edit in right here because this is like the worksheet right here. So there are so many data to work on here. So let's actually try from the first one, the penilaian or the score basically. So let's see, I'm going to switch to Indonesian now. Jika nilai post test lebih tinggi dari pretest, isikan improve, dan sebaliknya akan diisi retest. Jadinya kayak gini, type in if is actually the command for the formula right there, and then there's going to be a logical test right here. For the logical test, say if the penilaian is actually kind of like higher, then it's going to be improved. So if I were to kind of like post penilaian, this one, and then lebih tinggi dari, that means it's actually greater than pretest. So pretest right here, greater than that. Then for the fail if true, you just use comma or semicolon, something like that. Fail if true, then you can type in like improve. So in order for us to type in improve, it's going to be using the quotation mark and improved, and then close quotation. And then for the false, it's just going to be like retest like that. So let me just do the retest, and that's basically it for, well, simple if now. All right, now in order for me to implement it to all of these, I just need to basically drag and drop it here, unless if there's any other method that will make it even more easier, something like that. There you go. That's actually a lot more simple. And the next one is going to be the same as this one right here, but it depends on the number here, 50. So status, let's see, performance tests. If the performance test greater than 50, then the value will be good, and then the false would be bad, something like that. And let me just implement it all right over there. Good. Let's move on. So this one is actually kind of like a multiple ifs right here. So in order for us to actually do so, you can just use this if performance test is more than, say, 75%, the value would be diperpanjang. So if you want to implement another if, you can also do a formula within a formula, which is like this. If performance test is, say, it's more than 50, then the value would be training, for the true training. And if you want another if, you can just go with if like that. If performance test again lower than, then the value would be, the true value would be putus kontrak, like that. And yeah, and let me just enter that, and boom, there's this typo right here, and we'll actually kind of autocorrect that to that, and boom, just like that. And then you just kind of implement like this, man, or any other method that would kind of make it faster. Or you can use the other if, which is ifs with the s. So let me just create a new column for testing purposes right here, and let me just copy and paste this right here. So right, so there is this formula, which is ifs with the s, is to implement multiple ifs without doing the previous one I did. So basically it's just going to be, it requires logical tests and the value if true, and then you can do that for numerous conditions. So let me just implement right here. Performance tests, yeah, still performance tests more than 75. Then it's just going to have the value of diperpanjang. Yes, diperpanjang. And then going the same with the second condition is performance test is more than 50. The value would be training. For the third condition, for the last condition, it's going to be the performance test, self performance test. If the performance test is lower than 49, then the value would be putus contract. And then it will be implemented just the same as what I did before. So yeah, as you can see, it's actually basically the same. So yeah, you can use either of these like this or this one right here, the ifs, something like that. That's for the multiple conditions, mate. So let's move on to the qualification. So this requires us to kind of make the average. So I'm just going to make um, a brand new column right here. It's going to be called rata-rata nilai pre/post test. There you go. Let me just use that, and then yep. And for the average, we're just going to do the average, and then pre and post, right? Pre and post, yeah, that basically. And we're going to implement all those things right there. Okay, that's average there. And then let's do that then. Okay, now let's fill in the qualification. So for average there, if the average is greater than 90, then it's qualified. If not, then it's going to be unqualified. And let me just implement it to all. There you go, nice. That's that. And for pesangon, jika putus kontrak, and also jumlah kenaikan gaji jika diperpanjang, let me just back to Indonesian. Kolom ini diisi hanya jika hasil dari kolom perpanjangan kontrak adalah putus kontrak. Tuliskan besar pesangon dengan cara mengalihkan masa kerja dengan 200. Okay, let's try this one, shall we? So how do I make it like this one? If there's a word in the section, then it's going to implement or like result in like a certain values. How do I do that? Well, let me just try something. Yeah. Multiply by 200. Value. If it's like the if, like average if, sum if, and the rest, it needs a range. So how do I do this? Like what? Put it right here. Blah 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 blah. Like that. Will work. Nope.
A few moments later.
Wait. B4 equal. Wait. Do I need to use that? Wait. Hold up. So I just need to add that. Oh. But it's going to say false though. Oh, it does work, but there's also the false here. I wonder. Wait. Let me try something. For the false, maybe it's because of how I didn't put the value if false space like that. Oh, nice. All right, let's just implement it like that then. Put it like that. There you go. Nice one. And the last one is going to be the same as before then. All right. So in order for me to do so is to use if, and then the range of the the criteria, the range of the criteria, and then equal to the name, the specific criteria, which is the diperpanjang in this case. And then if true, it's gonna be this multiplied by 50, and then for the false, it's going to be a space, a blank space like that. Great. And let's just implement all those, and there you have it. Right, so it's been filled, even though there are some changes here because I kind of want to test the if and also the ifs with s. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this pre-meeting. So yeah, it's quite useful actually to actually learn Excel. And why? Because of how you may need to manage a lot of data. Like this one is like 121 minus these things right here. So yeah, it's kind of like useful if you know the formula to determine certain conditions and like that. So that's it for my pre-meeting here. And then yeah, thank you so much for watching. And then if there's anything, if there are any flaws something like that, then feel free to comment on the head part. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and yeah,